Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. In this week's Parshas Lech Lecha, the Torah gives us another incredible message. It happens to work out perfectly right after an election, and people aren't sure what to do or how to react or what to do or what to think. And the Torah says in this week's Parsha that Hashem told Abraham, our first forefather, Lech Lecha, go for yourself, Me'artecha, from your land, Me'latcha, and from your birthplace, and from the house of your father, and go to the land that I will show you. Go over there. Now, this is an incredible test, because imagine if Hashem came to you. If Hashem comes to you, come and see me privately. But if Hashem came to you and he told you, I want you to get up, leave Philadelphia, or leave New York, or leave America, and leave your parents' home, and just go. I'll tell you when you get there that you're there. You may have to walk for a long time. Would you do it? On the one hand, Hashem is telling you to do it. So obviously everything that Hashem does is going to be for good, but it's not easy. Now, why is that? Because we've grown attached to certain things. We've grown accustomed to our land, to our birthplace, and to our parents' homes. And what's our land? Our land, that's actually a euphemism for our materialistic needs. Our lusts, our desires, our emotions. I'm jealous. I like honor. I like glory. And our birthplace is the different behaviors that we have based on our youth. You know, for a silly example, we're Americans, so we love America overall. But I'm in Philadelphia, so I'm a big Eagles fan, and I hate other teams, right? Like people are fans. I hate. And then, my own house, we have our own quirks, which brings us to the next thing, Beis Avicha. What is that? That's you say, that's who I am. It's in my DNA. My father's like that. My mother's like that. You can't change me. That's who I am. So I'm American. I'm from Philadelphia. And in my parents' home, this is how certain things were just done. And we basically put ourselves into a box where we can't live outside of those three things. But you know what? Then life throws you a curveball. And all of a sudden, you have to pick yourself up. Now, what happens if your boss picks up the phone and says, guess what, you got to relocate. I need you to go to Seattle. So you tell yourself, hey, listen, at least he's giving me better pay, so you know what, I'll deal with it. But what if he tells you he doesn't know how the pay is going to do? Then it's a really hard decision to make, because you're leaving, you're uprooting, you're getting out of your comfort zone, from everything that you are used to, from whatever your reality is that is now about to change. Your land, your birthplace, and your father's home. And that is very hard for people to open. Now, people grew up with different sets of ideals and different ways of how to live. And all of a sudden, you know, life sometimes throws that curveball to you. And a lot of people said to me, what are we going to do with this new president? And I said to them, listen, you got to get out of your comfort box. Don't worry, you'll see, you'll be able to adjust. And it won't be so bad. But besides that, the idea in general is that Hashem sometimes tests us. Many of us have experienced it. And don't feel, though, just because you're about to go into some unknown, it's going to be the worst thing for you, because quite the contrary, usually it ends up always being for our best, as is what happened to Abraham, our forefather. So anytime you find this kind of test, where Hashem tries to test you about putting yourself into an environment, just know that you can also do it. You can get out of your comfort zone, and you can replant and start over somewhere else. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon.